Relevance of the OSI 7 layer model to computer forensics. Relevance of the OSI 7 layer model to computer forensics. Already we know about the OSI 7 layer models. What are the OSI 7 layers? First one is the physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and final one is the application layer. The data will be processed into the 7 layers. Okay. The OSI 7 layer model is useful from the computer forensic perspective because it addresses the network protocols and network communication process. Okay, when the data will be transmitted from networks, the OSI 7 layer model will be process the data in the 7 layers. The basic familiarity of the OSI 7 layer model is assumed for the discussion here. Okay, here we have the network hacking steps are there. The networking hacking steps are there. There are 7 steps like OSI 7 layer model: footprinting, scanning and probing, gaining access, privileged escalation, exploiting, retracting, installing the backdoors. First one is the footprinting. What is the first one? Footprinting. Footprinting includes the combination of tools. Okay, combination of tools and techniques used to create full profile of the organization security posture. Okay, here the organizational detail will be in the security posture. Okay, that may be a domain names, IP address, and network blocks. Some of the tools are footprinting are SAMSPADE, NSLOOKUP, traceroute, and also etc. These are addressing the active attacks and passive attacks. Maximum here addressing the active attacks. What is active attacks? When the data will be transmitted over a network, the data will be changed or altered. Any will be performed by the active attacks. IP addresses and domain names are known a hacker will typically perform a series of scans and probes to gather the more information about individual mechanisms. Okay. Next, the scan may be include ping sweeps, TCP UDP scans, or OS identification. In this way, the hacker will gather the information. Second phase is the scanning and probing. Scanning and probing. Here the attacker generated ping echo request. Okay, ping echo request package to a series of target IP addresses. Series of target IP addresses. They target the some IP address. That IP address they send the ping echo requests. Okay, send you some links. As a result of this exploit removed by the hacker, the missions assigned to one of these IP address will send out the echo responses. ఎకో అంటే ఏంటి? వాళ్ళు సెండ్ చేసిన డేటాకి రెస్పాన్సెస్ అనేవి జనరేట్ అవ్వడం. ఓకే, and confirming that there is a live mission associated with that address. Similarly, a TCP scan sends a TCP synchronization request to a series of ports and to the missions that provide the associated series to respond. Okay, some of the tools are used for the Nmap. The hacker can determine device type and OS details in interpreting the responses. Okay, system scanning and probing can be provided insight about the easier path into the targeted system to a hacker. Gaining access takes advantage of specific security weaknesses in the system, allow the access via individual missions. Uneducated hackers were known the script kiddies, and because they could gain the access to a target missions via scripts, scripting languages, okay, that were published on a hacker's website. The hackers are increasingly known the click kiddies because the process has become easy to clicking a buttons, okay. Next, there are, depending on the hackers categories, the profit and damage are occurred. Sometimes small damage contains the more profit, sometimes several damage contain the more profit. Oh, sometimes small damages contain less effort, several damages and less effort experience. Okay, depending on situation. Next one, gaining access. The ultimate goal of the hackers what? The hackers to achieve their target, okay na. The hackers ultimate goal is to gain the access to our systems, whatever the targeted IP address is, okay. Those addresses how to act to the malicious action, such as stealing the credit card information, downloading the credit card confidential files, and manipulating the critical data. Privilege. When a hacker gains access to the system, he will only have the privilege granted to the user or account that is running the process that has been exploited. Next one, exploit. Gaining root access. By the individual hackers to target the account will be used, and gaining the root access gives the hackers full control on the network. Every hacker seems to have his or her own reasons for hacking. Some hackers do it for fun or challenges. Some do it for the financial gains. Others do it get even. Next one, retracting. There are many reasons that drive cyber criminals to hacking. Whatever the motive of the hackers, do not want to be caught and sent to jail. There are next step is the hackers methodologies covering the tactics. When they perform the cyber attacks, they uncover the data of their IP addresses. Okay, they mislead the forensic investigators and that a crime has been committed. Okay, this is the one. Next, installing the backdoors. The backdoors are used for bypassing the networks. When they install some applications that will be used for the later. Okay, when creating a provisions for entry into a network or hacked system for later use, they will do by the installing a backdoor to allow them access in the future.